Do you think that people are purposefully trying to block you from getting this information out?
Well, you should hear the background noise on the phone right now. That answers your question for you. When I first started doing this, the second month after I got online and started, because I don't try to cover classified information. I still stick to the rules, and I hint and I make metaphors and things like this. And 2 months after this happened, my house was fried electrically. Like somebody walked in here, and because I knew something was wrong with the door when I tried to get in, and then I walked in the house, and half my house was fried, and none of the breakers were kicked off in my house. And yet things that were not plugged in even didn't work, like my water pick or my stereo, my extra stereo didn't work, and it wasn't plugged in, and my carpet shampooer and my vacuum cleaner, they were all fried. So somebody EMP'd my house and fried my computer and a good portion of the information and the Library of Congress information that I had just downloaded, which showed. See, I went to the Library of Congress and looked up whether or not I was crazy, because I was recruited for the Far-Seeing Project, which I'm now allowed to talk about it because it's been declassified. And I looked up the Far-Seeing Project and their funding, and come to find that the G7 had refunded it in 2003, and within a week my house was fried.
So what is the Far-Seeing Project?
It's remote viewing. Major Ed Dames was in charge of the project, and they recruited high physics-minded. I was a chemistry whiz kid. To me, it was just easy. I finished equations Einstein couldn't finish. And then my teacher sent them in, and that's when they gained my notice. And I'd also I'm Dutch, and they recruit people with high physics skills and high ESP quotient. And a far-seeing person sits down, and then they give you a target, and you sit in a room with a bunch of other people, and you get a tablet of blank paper, and you write down your feelings on what you see in your mind about their target. And they had several rooms full of doing this at the same time. And then they took all that information and compared notes. And they were using it originally to spy on Russia. And now, during this very brief period of time that I was involved in this, I saw more than that. And I didn't report it. And that was part of what made me make my decision that I no longer wished to be part of that, even though they were providing my permanent residence on an Air Force base for the rest of my life, which they told me that I would never fit in society. But then they brought me back to Montana after rebelling and in handcuffs, and I had to re-sign up for the world, and I didn't even exist anymore. So that's another story. But I know that they're messing with me for a number of reasons. My phone has been clipped numerous times. I've had the white van with the guy sitting in the back with the computer gear next to my house a few times, and brand new these new really cool cargo vans. And one morning I walked up to them with a box of donuts, and I said, "Guys hungry?" And they pulled the curtain on me, and the next day they were gone. So you
were just trying to be neighborly.
And for instance, I have an icon that pops up on my computer screen regularly, not all the time. But when they're monitoring me, I can see that they're doing that. And then they're monitoring note type for type, letter for letter, what I'm typing. And I don't presume to be not viewed. And when I talk on my cordless phone, I can hear an echo from the other room. So I know there's probably, and I hate to say this stuff because I don't want to sound like a conspiracy nut, Paul, but I know that they're probably listening as we speak. So, and this is, of course, I'll reach as far as I dare go, and then I'll hint and make metaphors from then on.